I'll make this one fairly short. Alright, lads. For those that give, like, an ounce of a fuck, or might have wondered where I am, that no one will, by the way, I know that. Basically, last couple of videos I made, I said I was gonna essentially kind of focus on my career, because why not? I got an engineering apprenticeship that I really wanted, and it paid off. Man got Apprentice of the Year, and things are going well. And then it was also at a point where it's just one, I fucking hate YouTube. What it has become, it is disgusting, let's be honest. Two, I don't know. There wasn't really many games that I was giving that much of a fuck about. Obviously, Shadow Generations came out, and it was amazing. But this then leads on to 3. When I was making like a Shadow Generations review, I was trying to make it good, you know, and I was editing it, and then I thought, well, you know what, actually, this is shit. Scrap it, start over. I did that about 3 times, and then I'm just like, you know what, maybe I just shouldn't be doing this anymore. Doesn't help when, like, you know, every other fucking video you see is from some twat that has paid, like, their life savings to editors to basically put the most disgusting ADHD bullshit editing in all the videos, to the point where it's just like almost any other video is basically just from someone so soulless that they have to rely on editing, but the editing is shit anyway. I'm at a point where I can barely fucking remember how to use Premiere Pro anymore. But then there's also, like, I was kind of looking back on some old videos, and I'm like, at the end of the day, I do miss this. I do miss just chatting shit. Kind of got in my head about, like, some videos were just quite shit, basically, to the point where it's just like, maybe I shouldn't be doing this anymore. But at the end of the day, I preferred it when I was just kind of chatting shit and not trying too hard in the first place. And I know for a fact I don't want to do this full time. I don't care that much about it. So I kind of plan to slightly maybe make a return. I say return. You can't really be gone in the first place when no one gives a fuck. But anyway, it's been a year. I have had basically, yeah, a year off. I mean, I was streaming fairly consistently on Twitch. Is Twitch any good for streaming anymore, by the way? Can anyone let me know? Because, you know, I did it for the love of it. It's fun. But every so often I'll hear some bitch say, Twitch's viewing experience is the same as getting cancer from monkeys, so... Yeah, I don't know. Might still just stick to it. Anyway, I know I'm going to keep streaming because it's fun. I like it. It definitely helps as well that there is one game that has come out within the last year that is definitely... Needed that. Oh, fucking hell. My breath stinks like garlic now. You ever had Pepe's? Pepe's is fucking banging, but it makes my breath smell. But yeah, essentially, Marvel Rivals came out during a time where Marvel movies sucked absolute cock, and now, you know, Avengers Doomsday is going to come out next year, and I'm just like, well, I don't really give a fuck. If they somehow hype me up with the trailers, which... unfortunately, they have done with that first teaser. But it doesn't help that the apocalypse is upon us, right? AI is fucking everywhere, so you can't tell what's real and what's not. It's bullshit. Like, I thought the fucking reveal of Robert Downey Jr. being Dr. Doom, I thought that was AI. But no. But yeah, Marvel Rivals has just been that game that I have wanted, where it just gives me the feeling of wanting to get home to play it, but also having people to play it with. See, obviously, Sonic games like Shadow Generations and that give me that feeling, but Shadow Generations was such a short game that I don't get that feeling anymore, because obviously the hype has died down, and I played through all the content of that game. But Marvel Rivals is an online shooter where it's just going to keep getting updated and shit, and even though I hate live service, this is a game where, because I actually like it, I don't mind it. Although, can someone please just get the developers, either just get them laid, alright, get them some pum, because for the love of shit, right, the skins take the fucking piss. And fun fact, this is like one of the only videos I've ever done where I haven't actually written out a script or anything. I'm actually just chatting shit from the heart, if that makes anyone feel any better. I know it makes me feel better, because honestly, it's just like, the only reason I would ever write out scripts is because it would just make the process of actually editing videos a lot easier. But then I realized it got to a point where it just made my videos kind of soulless in the first place. So, I mean, some people did enjoy them, and it's like, honestly, right, I fucking love you for that. It makes me feel very happy. It makes me not feel completely pointless, but at the end of the day, it makes me fucking hate making them in the first place. Well, to be fair, I say that, I only really stopped, like, properly enjoying it around the time when I was trying to make a big fucking fancy video, and it was just like, this is gonna be shit no matter what, so I'll just, like, scrap it off. But realistically, right, through this last year, as I said, I won Apprentice of the Year. I know for a fact I've worked my fucking tits off at work, and I've decided, you know what, me wanting to come back to YouTube is more of just, I want to have an extra thing to do to keep me going, as more of a challenge than anything else. Try new things, not like one of those fucking new year, new me gym wankers that'll go for a month. Not like that. I mean, like, just genuinely see how far I can get with this year, and then we'll see where we go from there, you know? I got myself to over 1,000 subscribers, and, you know, that's still something I never thought would ever happen. And I'm just kind of happy in life. I am. Which is also a piss take, because then it's like, I can't make videos fucking complaining about anything! And Call of Duties keep being wank, but I'm just not going to put any effort into that. The good thing is, I don't have to fucking pay for them anymore, because, you know, they're free on Game Pass. Played a bit of Black Ops 7, you know, I thought, you know, this is all right, and then, you know, fucked it off after a week because at the end of the day, I don't have to feel bad. I'm not paying for it. And Marvel Rivals is like the only game where I've actually wanted to give a shit about, to the point where so far the furthest I've got is Plat 1, because although I still barely have the time to like properly know life it, at some point I do just want to go for full ranked and just like see how far I can get. We shall see what happens with that. Plat 1 is the furthest I've got, although someone explained to me, right, why is it when I get 2 points off of ranking up from Plat 1, every teammate I get from that point are the thickest piles of pig shit, to the point where if I made a fucking pancake, gave that a controller, I'd be better off with that as a team. But yeah, that's all I'm really gonna say. Like, as I said, keep it short. You know, just standard chatting shit. Don't really want to do anything else right now. But I haven't really broken this streak of like making a video at the end of the year. Except this time, this is my only video of the year, so it makes it kind of special when you think about it like that. But that's all I'm gonna say. So, what to expect? Well, don't expect anything from me. As I said, literally just gonna be making whatever the fuck I want. But I want to make videos again solely because I want to give myself an extra thing to make my life harder, if that makes any sense. I know it sounds weird, but at the end of the day, I do want to do that. I want to challenge myself, essentially. I want to be better. But all I can say is, hope everyone had a Merry Christmas and cheers, lads! Have a Happy New Year. Don't let your uncle molest you. And until the next time, you'll have a good one.